Well, my friends, I'm very excited to announce that this is going to be my last episode for my van build series. As far as functionality goes, the last thing I have to take care of is my plumbing system. I spent a fair bit of time yesterday at some plumbing hardware stores, making sure that I had all of the hardware, the fittings, and the connections, and understood what exactly I needed to do to accomplish my tasks, and I believe that I'm ready to get going on this. Being able to have running water is going to drastically improve the livability and the convenience of my life. As far as everyday living goes, van life is inherently inconvenient, and this is going to make things far uninconvenienter. So, let's get to work. Here comes the moment of truth. No leaks. This is good. It's finally starting to fill up. Oh my gosh. I have it turned off right now. So it's stopped right here. And then once I turn this, then it can go into the pump. All right, it's about this high. Now to fill up this portion of it, and then I will plug in the pump and see what happens from there. Exhilarating. This one turns on the pump. Going. Nice. Bro. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Drain that sucker down. No leaks, hopefully. Nope, there's leaking. There's leaking. Oh no, no, no. Crap. Crap. What do I do? No! Pull that. Dang it.
1 week later.
Alrighty, I have since gone to the plumbing store and redone these connections. There was a gasket that had fallen out, and that is the reason that there was a leak down there. And now it works, which is very, very satisfying. Now that I've got it all working, here's a grand tour. Safety first, make sure nobody can poison me. I screw the hose up into there. The water comes through this pipe and into the top, filling my clean water tank. If anything ever goes wrong, I can simply just shut that off and it protects the pump. So the water flows down here. The pump has this filter that takes out any like grains or things that fall in, which they shouldn't in the first place. The pump takes the water up through this accumulator. The accumulator helps when I just need to use a tiny bit of water. It allows me to get that just little bit without the pump having to turn on at all. After the water passes through the accumulator, it goes down this pipe to here, which is where the leak used to be. I need to take care of that. There is no hot or cold water. Both of them just feed into this guy and this guy. Because there's no hot or cold, this doesn't make any difference. It's all gonna be the same temperature. I figured I don't really need hot water, and I didn't want to deal with the complexity of how to figure that out. I just wanted running water to work. Once the water goes through the drain, it goes through this guy. I need to fix that little leak. Through this blue tube. Down through here and into my gray water tank. And when I park in places that are appropriate for leaking it out, I turn this guy, and then it drains out the bottom. And that is the setup. Obviously, I could have gotten a lot fancier with it, but I really just wanted to keep it simple, especially my first time doing this. I learned a ton in the process, and I am super excited to finally have running water. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to keep up with my adventure. Hit the like button to help boost my popularity. And as always, I will see you next time. Peace out.